right, the first thing related to Git that we are going to do here is to learn how to create a repository. So when you hear the word repository, you just need to think in this guy the same thing as a folder, right? They call it repository, but it is a folder. There is no difference from a repository to a folder. Of course, to create a repository inside of GitHub, you need to create your account. If you don't have your account yet inside of GitHub, create your account now. I don't know if you can access through Google login, but it is simple. You just need to create your email, put your email, verify your email. Probably they will ask you to put a phone number, and after that you will have your account inside of GitHub here. And when you have your account, the first thing that we are going to do here in Git is create your folder or your repository. Let me just give you a quick view on my GitHub profile here. If you want, you can also follow me inside of GitHub. This is my name in GitHub, right? Follow me or search for me. I have 77 followers and 32 following by now. This is also my LinkedIn. I have the pro GitHub here, some achievements, withdraw, YOLO. I don't even remember what is this achievements here. This thing here is not actual. I need to or remove these, or I don't know, do another one. Some of the commits that I did in this year. Let me just see here. In 2024, I did 142, 2023. I have this account since 2022, but I had another account in 2021 and I think 2020, but I lost the access because it was with another email, right? So I used this one by now. This is the contribution that I had in 2024, 25. A lot of contributions in January, man, 22 commits. This was for projects that I was doing, 34 contributions in just one day. Wow. Okay, let's continue here. This is my profile. I have some repositories. As I told you before, repositories, they are folders, right? I have 74 folders here. If you come to my profile, you probably will see just a few of them because most of them are private. So just the ones that I give the permission can see what is happening here, right? So you can see here private, 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 private. Almost every repository here is private, right? So these repositories here, they are folder. Let me just open this one. And you can see the structure. You can see even the icons. This is the icon of a folder. This is the icon of a file, right? You can click here and come inside and see what is inside of this folders here if I want to. But let's go back here. What we will need to do, let me return to the first page. Right, probably after you're creating your page, your GitHub here, you will see this page. And what is the first thing that I'm going to do? We'll create a repository. Just create a new here. If you are in this page, creating new, or if you're not, just go to this page, right? Create a new repository. And this is the main configuration of a repository, but you don't have to worry about that. You can import a repository for another account. You ask here for a repository template. I will not use any template here. You ask who is the owner. This is some of the projects or companies that I can put, but the owner will be only me. And I can put the name that I want. He says here, great repositories names are short and memorable. Inspiration, how about a Ubiquitous fish stick? Very hard name. I'll put anything else here. Anything else here. Anything else here is available in my account, right? Description is optional. I'll not put any description here. And I can put this repository public or private. Public, if anyone on the internet can see this repository, or private, you choose who can see and commit to this repository. You also can initialize a project with a README. If you don't know what a README here is, it is what the name say it is. It's just a file for the person to read this file and understand what this project is all about, right? This is where you can write a long description for your project and how can someone install your project and everything if you want to, right? This is not mandatory, but it's cool to have a README just to explain the project, to put some links or images or anything else, because you can configure that with a longer description. I will add a README. No, I will not add. Add git ignore, no. choose license. You have some license here, but don't worry about license. License tell other what they can and can do with your code. All right, let me just create this guy here as public, and just so you can understand, I've created my repository, and there are some configurations that I can do by now to clone this repository inside of my computer. Of course, this folder, this repository only exists by now at GitHub. It doesn't exist inside of my computer. I can put this guy inside of my computer if I want to, with setup a desktop, if I have the desktop GitHub, or with HTTPS, or with SSH if I want, or it's easy, or create a new repository in the command line. If I already have Git installed, I can use this, or push an existing repository from the command line. Or I have this other options. I can invite collaborators. I can create a code space here, create a code space, and I will show you what this is. Right, GitHub is amazing. It was bought by Microsoft, and Visual Studio Code is from Microsoft. He is setting a remote connection here, so I can use Visual Studio Code inside of my GitHub. Simple as it is. I don't need to install any IDE. I can come here and, like, let's say that I want to create a folder. Sorry. I don't know what it is. Index.js is the file. Var name. I can do the same thing that I've done here in my code, right? You come here, copy, paste, and voila. Alright, so I can use my Visual Studio Code inside of GitHub if I want to, but I would not do that. I would just trying to show you. We will probably use normally Visual Studio Code because you work with huge projects, and it will be better for you to use extensions and everything else, right? So let's go back here, and voila, this is my GitHub project with the README file in just it, and I can write code and do everything else and copy this guy here. But let's just end by now, and you will learn more about these guys in the next videos.